Alright guys, so you're all wondering why I didn't make it to the big race, so I'll show you. I've been having like a hell of a time with my tractor here. Like, you can see it's circling all apart. Like, I did have it all together ready to freaking go, and couldn't get it started after I fired it up once, but took the motor all apart and rebuilt it again. Anyways, I finally figured out what my problem is. You can see right here, sheared the friggin' flywheel key right there. Other pieces in the flywheel, so I just popped this off. This one guy I know told me this trick here. You guys might know him, One Puck Life there. He's telling me to just put the pry bar under there and just pry up gently and just give that a couple like light taps just to shock it off, and popped right off, so that's pretty good. So put a new flywheel key in, and this thing should be all running. I can toss it back together, so yeah, it freaking sucks. But if you look right here too, I got a big tack, a shift light ready to go on it too. Yeah, I went and seen Nelson there. I got the flywheel key. He gave me 2 of them, so gave them to me for free. So it's pretty much like he's sponsoring my tractor there. So if we can get those in, hopefully it'll fire right up. Look at this, guys. Freaking brand new oil filter just blew the freaking side out of it. It's bullshit. I can drain my oil down once it started up. Yeah, so I got it running pretty good right now. All that tack works great. It doesn't go up with the RPM. I looked online and it seems like kind of wired up, but I don't think it works on the post switch too well. Fix up my pulleys. They're a little they're a little bit cattywampus there. I don't know, maybe take them to Nelson and get him to put them on nice and straight with his blade and stuff. So I got the new ones to redo them, just like them. I don't know, they're pretty bad. So. Put all the water in the back. Grabs the water and we can jump. Yeah, so I just pretty much have to work on my brakes and then get the freaking pulleys redone by Nelson there, and it should be good to go. So I started screwing around with the brake pedal. I'm going to cut a hole like I did on the last side there, like right here, the brake pedal right there. Use like probably like a cable from a dirt bike with a brake cable or something, so it's easier instead of making all kinds of linkages and shit. So should be not too bad. One more look at it before I shut her down with the hood down. The seat's on, just stuck on there. Just messing around. I gotta put the other one on. But it sits too high right now. Should be pretty good. Alright, so I kind of skipped this part. I didn't show you when I was working on it, but like I broke off the one piece, so I couldn't put it how I wanted it. So, but I made like a little bracket on the side. This is for my like throttle cable and everything. So I drilled a hole and have the spring going through right up in there. And then there's a cable. It's from like some Suzuki 80 I've had for like years. There's no motor in it or nothing, but I took off the clutch cable and it had like a little screw with a hole in it, so I have that like just right there, and there's like a little L bracket, so it works as like a throttle stop there, and then that comes back and stops it there, and the spring pulls it back there, so works pretty good. See, I made that pedal there just out of some aluminum I had, so friggin' clean it up a little bit more. I drilled some holes in there, so freaking looks all cool. You can see up here, cable goes around here. I got my light ready. yeah, it just goes down in there. You can kind of see, like, made that little bracket there, and then just have a little cotter pin through it. So it's just a little piece of metal. Can't really get the angle. Guess you can kind of see it now. But I just drilled a hole and then put a slot, like, so the little end of the cable fit in it there. There's like probably like 3 holes with little slots in it there. So see it? I don't know. It's kind of hard to explain. I should have showed you it, but locks on the cable onto the thing there, so it works pretty good. So yeah, and I put on this handle right here. There's shift knob there. It's from an RX-7, so it's pretty sweet. It's nice and big, easy to grab onto. So I gotta fix this seat. You can see here, there's a piece of angle iron added onto it. So, and then the springs on the back. So I gotta cut that angle iron off so it bolts flat, and it'll pretty much sit flat, but it'll still swing up forward so I can put gas in it and stuff. So should work out pretty good. And then my brake's gonna be next. Gotta like cut the hole there and put this pedal underneath, and get another cable there and like run it back into the, I don't know, you can't really see the caliper too much, but it's back in there. So I just gotta like loop around and go back there, and I have a spring on the back to pull it back. So, because I have it right now, I have it set up just off the clutch, but it doesn't like to release that much. I need some kind of a spring. You can't really see it under there, but I need to get a spring so it pulls it back. But I want to have like the separate clutch and brake or whatever, so I can like shift easier and stuff. So should be pretty good. Alright, so I'm back out here again this weekend working on this. So just like tacked on the seat. It's a little bit crooked. I'm gonna just get my tacks loose, but I needed it to like go up a bit so I could get to my gas and stuff. So I'm gonna like cut the springs down. It'll probably, like, I have something under it right now, so it'll sit about like that high up, or it'll be like a little lower in the back actually, but I don't know, it should be like low enough. Like if I wanted the tractor lower, I can just put smaller tires on it. Like these are 12-inch rims, so if I went with like even a 10 or an 8, it'd be quite a bit lower. And like those are 8-inch in the front, so like if I went like 10 and 6 or even like 8 and 6, I'd drop the whole tractor down a lot. But got my throttle there. Just made this bracket right here. You can see that. I had to like cut it in the middle to make it a little bit smaller, so it's just gonna be my retainer for the front pulley there. So I had some nuts, so I ended up tacking them just to these little brackets here, so I don't have to fidget around with nuts and bolts. I just put the bolt through and tighten it down. So it'll just go around the front pulley there. I'll show you. I'm gonna tack these in once it's all in place. I'll show you guys that. So pretty much just did that, and you could see down in here, I just welded that bolt right there. There was a hole that welded the nut actually. The bolt comes out, so that's my like rear retainer and like 2 springs on the clutch there. So freaking right, should work good. And you can see my brake linkage right there. Like it's hooked up to the clutch right now, so you can see it moves. It doesn't go back all the way that good, but it's like I can give it a little bit of clutch before it starts to like move it. So hopefully I can shift. I have a bolt under there, I can adjust it all, so get it all working right. So it's pretty much ready for a test run soon. I just got to get that front retainer on it, and got everything ready to go. And then I probably should tighten up my steering, and then I could try her out. So pretty much do that stuff. Alright guys, so that's how it sits around the pulley right there. So you can see it's just up in there. I just have it tacked in place right now. See if I can get any more light. Yeah, you can't really see it too much, but you can see how it just goes around the pulley right at the front there. So it should work pretty good. Hold it in place. See the one down there a little bit. So yeah, hopefully that works. Yeah, so pretty much all that's left is I just gotta trim these springs down so it sits right in there. So I'll have like a bit of like shock absorption there for the jumps and stuff. But I'm gonna make like a little latch so it won't go up unless I want it to. Freaking put like just a lock thing there so maybe like nobody rickums my gas or nothing. I don't know. Should be freaking almost ready to go for a test drive though, I think. Hopefully everything works. Freaking tried this like a couple weeks ago and then broke for like a week and a half, so hoping everything should be good. So lower the front, friggin' just gotta weld in that bracket there a bit stronger, that retainer I made. So do that, cut those springs down, and freaking try her out, freaking hopefully. Alright, so I just cut those springs down and put the little rubber ends on so it folds up a bit there. And it's not too high. Yeah, so here it is from the side. Once I sit on it, the back end goes down a little bit, so it's not too bad. Right, so that should be it for now. Freaking next one will be just putting the finishing touches on it and then going and doing some racing and stuff. So, freaking right, so gotta get rid of these skid marks. So, for sakes.